Hey man, can I just be real with you for a second? There's a kind of silence that doesn't mean weakness. It means you finally understand your worth. It's not about giving up, it's about rising. It's that moment when you stop trying to explain yourself, stop reacting to someone who couldn't even see the love you gave when it was right in front of them. And the second you go quiet, something unexpected happens. She starts feeling everything she thought she could ignore. Your silence becomes the loudest thing in the room. Because when a man detaches, not out of hate or bitterness, but out of self-respect, he becomes unforgettable. If you're tired of being the one who always texts first, who always tries harder, listen close. This could change everything. You see, a lot of women create silence to test you. They ignore your messages, act cold, or pull away, thinking you'll chase them. They expect a reaction. But when you don't give them that, when you match their silence with your own, that's when it really hits them. They didn't expect you to finish what they started. Now she's wondering, why hasn't he reached out? Did he move on? Did I lose him for real? And that silence? That's not revenge. That's just you choosing yourself for once. What really gets to her is when she expects an emotional response, anger, sadness, pleading, but you give her nothing. Not a text, not a post, not a reaction. And that stillness, that calm, says more than any words could. It tells her, yeah, I feel everything, but I don't need to prove anything to you. And now she starts doubting herself. Not because you called her out, but because you didn't. And here's the thing. When you disappear, not to play games, but because you're just done trying, you leave space. That space grows into regret. She starts remembering how steady you were, how loyal, how present. And then she looks around and realizes nothing else compares. You didn't yell. You didn't fight. You just left. And now she's left sitting with time. Time to think, to regret, to feel the weight of what she lost. Some people live off chaos. They're used to drama, power games, emotional highs and lows. But when you stop reacting to that, when you detach with peace, they get confused. It throws them off. Now she can't trigger you, can't control you, can't pull you back in with tears or silence. You've broken the cycle. And that's when she starts reaching, not because she's in love, but because she's scared. Scared you finally found peace, and that peace doesn't include her. You want to know what really flips everything? When she realizes you don't need her anymore. You're not checking her stories, not wondering who she's with. You're just focused, living your life, quietly rebuilding. Not lonely, just driven. That kind of man becomes attractive not because he's trying to be, but because he stopped needing validation and started choosing peace. And she sees it, in your eyes, in your silence, in your absence. You didn't leave to prove a point, you left because there was nothing left to prove. And that kind of energy? It's rare. That's why it pulls her back. But by the time she finally gets it, you're already gone. Most guys get stuck thinking they need closure. Like they can't move on until she explains or apologizes. But the truth is, closure isn't something she gives. It's something you decide. You tell yourself, I don't need answers. I don't need an ending. I choose me. And when you do that, you become untouchable. She can't play with your emotions anymore. Can't push your buttons. Can't drag you back into her chaos. Because you've moved on. Not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And that flips the whole game. Then something else happens, something quiet but deep. She gets curious. That curiosity turns into obsession. Wondering if you're seeing someone. Wondering if you ever cared. Wondering why you never came back. And the more she wonders, the more she feels it. You're not ignoring her. You just stopped feeding her ego. And the attention she used to live on? It's gone. That silence, that mystery, you become something she can't stop thinking about. Because people don't move on from mysteries. They replay them again and again, trying to figure them out. So if you're thinking about texting her, don't. Let your silence speak. Let it say all the things your words never could. Not to hurt her, but to protect you. Because in the end, the man who walks away quietly, without anger, without drama, that's the one she remembers the most.